Hello, John Davis here. I hope everyone watching is having a great day. Thank you for clicking on this video. Stay till the end to hear our entire opinion before you begin to argue against the integrity of what we are saying. Rumble will crumble. You may be asking yourself why with all the press it has been receiving lately. Well, in this video we will be discussing why. As it turns out, Rumble is just another legal scam. This is just our opinion and not meant to discredit or defame anybody. There is much to discuss. Before we get into, do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you guys enjoy me tearing into this company mess, in my opinion. I know this may raise suspicion of bias coming from a YouTube channel, but the facts are undeniable. The main reasons Rumble will fail are, it is branding, UI interface, features, investors, competition, statistics, and platform. We will also talk about how Rumble could succeed. Before we start, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Branding. Rumble's branding is horrible. Rumble has nothing to do with video streaming. YouTube's name at least makes sense. I would have thought Rumble was a streaming service for sports events at best, and they wouldn't do well at that either. I question why they chose such a name. I do not think anybody would guess it was a streaming service from its name. And you might be saying, what about the name Twitch for a streaming service? Twitch comes from Twitch Gaming, which refers to fast-action games that test reflexes, such as first-person shooter games. Twitch is part of Twitch Interactive and is a subsidiary of Amazon. Dailymotion, Cozy TV all sound more like streaming services than Rumble. The logo also tells you nothing about what they do. It seems like it was made by some teens as a school project. It is ridiculous how obvious of a pump and dumps this is, in our opinion. There is no redeeming factor to Rumble about when it comes to branding. They will need to step up their game if they want to succeed. UI. The UI of the app somewhat ties into the branding of the streaming service. It focuses on the way the streaming service is presented to the client. UI is the app's interface, in case you did not know. It is ugly in our opinion. It again looks like a high school level project. They have a long way to go because it is one of the most essential parts of an online service. Even some of the most loyal supporters of Rumble have mentioned it has an ugly UI. The UI should look fresher and more organized. It looks too confusing and unmanaged at the moment in our opinion. The UI needs to be more interactive, responsive, organized, etc. for it to maintain the attention of its users. Without a better UI, it might be able to immerse its users into its atmosphere as much as its competitors. Features. Even though it is a new app, its features should already be intact to make it stand out in some way. As of right now, Rumble has no redeeming features other than its more lenient censorship. It is a basic if not sub-basic streaming platform. Lowering censorship is not enough, just look at Cozy.tv, but that is a whole other shorter and simpler video. I still do not know what a Rumble is after the extensive research I have done. All I know is that it is a feature offered, but I am unsure as to what it does. Rumble needs to change ASAP as it does not have unlimited time. Investors. Investors are an essential part of a company. Companies use investors for funding and take higher risks for higher yields. As of writing, this Rumble is in the green since it has been receiving a lot of short-term hype money. This hype will go down in our opinion, and Rumble will be remembered as another pump and dump. Its current partners like Steve will do it, and others have not been able to garner the attention needed to make Rumble a success story. In our opinion, Rumble will crash, leaving many people in despair. That is why this company could potentially be dangerous for investors. Investors will be lured in by their favorite influencers thinking their loyalty and love is mutual, but will instead find out it was nothing more than a pump and dump. Competition. Rumble's competitors are still above it statistically by a good margin. Even Dailymotion has been able to achieve more success competing with YouTube. Dailymotion has more than double the number of Rumble. There is no drop in YouTube or Dailymotion during Rumble's small victories. This means Rumble is at best achieved to garner a niche of the market. YouTube will most likely continue to crush Rumble as it has done to the rest of its competition. The competition just has so much more to offer. It would take a giant impossible leap from Rumble to do anything within a year or two. YouTube continues to grow and go green as of the making of this video. YouTube would have to start dropping in the streaming space for Rumble to get anywhere near them, which is nearly impossible. As we've seen with other social media platforms, advertising revenue dries up quickly when they become increasingly partisan, as Rumble was. YouTube's success lies in the algorithms used by billions of people to keep politics out of their viewing habits. Sure, there are plenty of partisan videos on YouTube, but many of its users are young people who aren't involved in any politics, and when they are, they tend to lean the other way. The fact that you can't scrolling through a Rumble video without seeing ads and content full of partisan sensational headlines means they can attract a very limited number of users compared to Alphabet's YouTube. This, in turn, means that advertisers who rely on this mainstream young guy for their ad targeting are likely to avoid a company like Rumble, since the vast majority of people on the platform are video creators who don't see things, or those who the only are there for partisan reasons. That's not to say that partisan businesses and outlets won't advertise on Rumble. I certainly think the company will rake in its fair share of revenue streams over the years, but think about it. In my opinion, it's unrealistic to approach YouTube's average revenue per user or any significant portion of its user base. Valuation means volatility, but the long-term downside. Can Rumble generate $200 million in revenue in the next 5 years? Yes, but can you maintain your current revenue share environment and grow it to generate over $1 billion in revenue until you become profitable? I don't think so. As a result, a look at the current valuation along with the above forecasts, which overvalued company will have highly volatile long-term investment prospects. Statistics. The statistics also do not look good for Rumble, as previously mentioned before. As of writing, this Rumble has a total of only a few million downloads, 32 million monthly users and 6 to 7 billion views a month. 5 YouTube channels combined could probably beat that easily. Only having a niche will not be enough for Rumble. These statistics further prove my point. People are going to soon get tired of the hype and move on. That is why we caution going into Rumble as an investment. You should do your own research before any action that involves money. The savings of many who have put their money into Rumble could be at risk. We hope nothing bad happens to anyone, but that is the reality. Platform. Rumble's current platform seems to mostly be news outlets at the moment. This will not be enough to make them a success story. Even the news shown is not much special to that anywhere else. To succeed, Rumble would have received attention from a variety of niches, not just news outlets. Its ability to only reach one niche will be its downfall. The news is not even exclusive. Rumble's only path to success is becoming in many different ways exclusive through stories, news, content, features, etc. Rumble's current strategy seems to be gaining exclusive content partners like Steve will do it, but that is not enough. YouTube is more than its current creators than can be replaced, but they do bring value to Rumble. I just cannot see how this will make Rumble successful. At best, they will get a bump for it. I personally believe even the biggest partners see Rumble as a pump and dump, or to just prolonging the time it takes for them to vanish from relevancy. Casey Neistat and others will not be enough fuel for Rumble to grow their users enough to be on the level of other streaming services. The only way Rumble might succeed is from profiting off the losses YouTube takes in censorship. Many top YouTube partners could leave YouTube, but I predict they just being replaced. It would take too many top YouTubers to make a difference. Many have already left YouTube for Rumble, and yet Rumble is nowhere near YouTube. Rumble's strategy to take what YouTube thinks is not worth partnering with despite the attention they have is its best strategy, but that will probably not be enough. Many YouTubers just go there and prolong their deaths even longer. Exclusive content would also be a way for Rumble to set a name for itself in the streaming market. That is what every other service does. Without this, they are doomed to lose. Also, Rumble seems to only take on partners that are very niche. To sustain itself, it will have to secure exclusive deals with a broader range of relevant creators with loyal followers. I maybe see a new era of newer creators maybe joining Rumble for the lesser risk of losing their channels while growing. That is their best bet. Censorship-stricken creators looking for an outlet, as YouTube's censorship does seem to favor bigger creators or even not them at times. YouTube's censorship can be somewhat random at times, but it is mostly very vague and not really fair. But censorship is a very small thing for Rumble to have. If it becomes a problem, then YouTube could easily fix it if they wanted to, and they probably will. In conclusion, yeah, YouTube took a while to get to where they are now, but they were in a different market. The main risk associated with avoiding the company is that they theoretically have a path to the above earnings levels, maybe no gains, over the next few years, meaning the conservative 5 times forward price to selling multiple means they can potentially reach a fair value market cap of $1 billion, which is roughly double their current. While this is the case, sentiment and emotion are likely to weigh on the price of the company's stock. I am not in any way advocating a short sale of the company at the moment, rather avoiding investing in the hype that the company might seriously compete against a giant like YouTube. For now, I will own the company to avoid any form of investment and watch for strong upward moves in the company's share price and then pursue a short position. Rumble has achieved some micro victories, but its competition is still growing faster than it. That it could be recreated by Rumble is very doubtful. That is why, in our opinion, Rumble will crumble. Do not forget to like and subscribe and comment. Let us know your opinion. Thank you for watching. Until the next time we meet, goodbye.